So Harm's Way is a kart racing game taking place in a wasteland. It does one thing to set it apart from its competition, in that there are player or bot controlled turrets that are shooting at you the entire race, or you can play as the turret to shoot other racers with 4 different weapons. Personally, I don't remember my friend group playing this game much of the time, and you can tell because I'm missing most of the multiplayer achievements, because most of them are meant to be gotten in multiplayer, but you can get around that. More on that later. We were more in the Doritos Crash Course if I remember, but that didn't last very long either. And Harm's Way was actually developed by Bongfish. They're an indie dev out of Australia. They've made such gems as Stoked. They also made the Motocross Madness remake on the 360 arcade. That was kind of cool, actually. Recently, they've been working elsewhere, and they actually made the world surface for Microsoft's latest flight sim using their new geospatial team that they have, which is actually pretty cool. In this video, we're going to give Harm's Way a fair go, see if I can get the 200 out of 200 achievements, or gamer score, not achievements. It looks like it'll be pretty easy. I'm only missing a few, and like I said, any multiplayer achievements can just be gotten offline. So straight up, we're just going to start right into a game. We've got 4 choices of vehicles here. We're going to go with the buggy because it's the fastest. You can do campaign, which is all the maps, or just a single race. We're just going to do a single on Navajo, with bots obviously, because we want the bots. All 3 maps are pretty samey, I will admit. They have sandstorms once in a while, which does nothing really. It's supposed to hinder your invisibility or visibility, but it doesn't do a great job. So yeah, we're in. One thing I do want to mention, that was a very loud vehicle. Sorry about that. This house is not very well audio sealed. One thing I do want to mention is that the game runs really well. Now, I obviously didn't play it very much in the 360, and when I did, it was 12 years ago, so I don't remember very much about how it ran. But for the Xbox One version, which you'll likely be playing, I do think it performs very well. It's not super hard either. A lot of the times you'll lose is because you're going to crash. It's pretty easy to avoid the AI turrets. It's not very easy to play as a turret, though. I did try, and I am not that great at aiming with a controller anymore. I'm sure back when I was a tweaked out 12-year-old kid, I could have easily done it, but not anymore. I'm not the same old trick-shotting me I used to be. So, yeah, and I do have to say, for 2010 on an arcade game for free, it does look pretty good. It puts me in the mind of MotorStorm on the PS3, if you guys remember that. It's another really good racer, I think. I'm a big fan of that one. I think I'm just saying that because of the buggy I'm driving right now and the fact that we're in a desert. Realistically, every other way possible, it's not the same. That turret really wants me dead. I'm going to throw in some video of playing as the... what are they called? Turrets. See, turret upgrade only available in multiplayer. Same with the downgrade, which is kind of weird because, you know, you can still downgrade the AI turrets if they let you. I don't know why they don't let you. Oh yeah, the environmental stuff. That's not good. Is that little tunnel enough for us to drive through, or am I permanently lost? I crashed. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. There's environmental stuff. When you're playing as the turret, if you shoot certain pieces enough, it'll label them. You can actually do that, which is really inconvenient if you, based on what you just saw. Sweaty palms. Don't know where these names come from. And when you're the turret, as you can see by tires restored, you can shoot out the tires on opposing vehicles. I think you can also accidentally hit your own guy. You get the most damage if you shoot the windshield, though, and there actually is an achievement for that. And we've got some turret gameplay here. You pick where you start, and you just want to come shoot this guy who says, "Please don't shit me." I'll try not to. That wouldn't be good. So you get points for shooting people, and you can switch with the shoulder buttons, and you really can get these guys lost fast. And the starting weapon you get isn't so great, but you can't switch unless you're upgraded. And you can upgrade by shooting the power-ups. I find that to be just a little annoying, so I don't do it much. But I also don't really like playing the turret that much. Just like I said, I'm not that accurate anymore. Like I said, I feel like that really should have hit the tires, and it didn't. And you kind of just not even really inconveniencing these people whenever this happens either, because you can see I'm shooting them and they're not spinning out or anything. I guess it does make you panic a little. Now the missiles, which I wish I could show you, are good. They lock on. They do a little more damage. My favorite is the mines. The mines are cool. You shoot it and it just drops a ton of mines on the ground. Exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to show you the shootable thing here. Now I know I should be actually doing my job in shooting. I would love to show you the shootable if it worked. Appears as though you need missiles for that. Who would have thought? Hit the tires, a team trailblazer. I'm going to kill this guy. Pew. Man, can you imagine being this guy right now? Targeted individual. But yeah, this is literally the turret section. And if what I meant about upgrading is you can do this. And you have to do that a fair few times. And the carts can drive through them, which can make it difficult. Like you say, I hit the downgrade. Turret upgraded. There we go. Let's try to get one more. That should give it to us. Nope. Alright, so here we have the mines, which, as you can see, drop mines. My personal favorite is the missiles. Pew! They take a long time to reload, but they lock. Pew! Well, they only lock if you actually give it enough time to lock. It's worth considering. We're going to hit this guy with a missile here. They're too far away to hit with missiles. Every day I stray closer and closer to the black pill. Shootable. Gotta hit it twice. Hopefully you're pretty fast. The hot dogger. I almost got him. He stopped, came to a complete stop. This guy's mine. If I don't accidentally switch turrets, which I did. And he's gone. There's also, you can get ricocheted. I don't know how that works. I really have no idea. It kind of seems to just happen sometimes. And it's really frustrating every time. So the first achievement we're going to get is Entertainer, and you do that by going to multiplayer and then create a match. And creating the match, nobody has to join, you don't have to start it, and you got it. The one where 30 gamer score I'm missing is Turret Takeover. It's for shooting and taking over an enemy turret. This one is super easy. All you have to do is start a race as a turret, shoot it until it dies, then press the A button. Two of the achievements I'm missing are multiplayer exclusive and only achievable as the turret. They are Mine Fest and Missile Fest. You get these by shooting the little green turret with a green arrow. And if you do this enough times, you get a missile launcher. And if you do it even more times, you get a mine launcher. Seems like you get them in random order, but they're very easy to get. And finally, the last one we're missing is probably the easiest. Turret Downgrade. This can only be done in multiplayer, and it's for driving into the turret with a red down arrow next to it. This downgrades the enemy turrets and can take away their weapons if you do it enough times. All in all, I do think this is an example of an advert game done right. I find it to be better than the Burger King games. And no, I'm not going to make a Sneak King video. I have it, and I do not like it. I do think that the other ones might be worth looking at. I've never played much of Pocket Bike Racer, and I don't even have Big Bumpin'. So those might be worth looking at, and I may make a video on them later on, although they've already been covered to death. I may not go back to this game again, but in the time I spent making this video, which was around an hour and a half, I did have a good time. I didn't get bored at all. I think for free, this is definitely a really good example of a kart racer. It brings its own things to the table, and it's engaging enough to keep you around for the low price of admission. So yeah, I really think that they did a great job, and I'm glad that it's backwards compatible so you can keep playing it. I do kind of wish there were more people online though, because there are zero. One thing I would like to note, this isn't the only time Doritos did this. They did the exact same event in 2008, and Dash of Destruction 1. You can no longer get that on Xbox Arcade. and I was no longer playing at that time. I didn't have an Xbox yet. I did find a demo disc that has it. It's the Xbox Magazine Demo Disc 96, and I bought it on eBay naturally. So we'll be taking a look-see at that one later on. It looks like it'll be interesting, and it's an easy 200 out of 200, so that's a bonus. Video coming later. And since we're closing out, I'd just like to mention this is my first time making a video like this that's actually pieced together. I did make a Dark Souls boss ranked one once, and that did take me a considerably long time. But this is my first time like doing a game and talking about it and stuff, and I think it's cool, and I'd like to do more. But this again, I want to apologize for any like crappy editing or whatnot. It's all new to me still. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more, let me know down below. I'd like to do this for fuller games. I just wanted to tackle something smaller first. That way I could get a little bit of experience with my video editor and whatnot. So yeah, just again, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.